Shit, about to
Hey,
play this
what
dude
quarter you
named
in?
YNGM. Yeah, Zay.
Oh, you finna play him?
Yes,
You
sir.
finna play Zay?
Nah, YNGM Zay. There's a
Yeah,
couple
Zay.
Zays. Yeah, I know a couple of them. Shit, at least he put
Yeah,
up 10. Shit.
yeah.
I done played some motherfuckers who ain't let me score. Shit. Like, goddamn, motherfucker. You know, all the little cheat codes. Trying to get them all in and shit before the game in.
Hey, Shady, you in your fourth quarter?
Alright, man. We know what's going on here. We know what the fuck goes on. Alright. Get your ass. Oh yeah, don't even worry about that, Zay. I'm broadcasting.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Hey, you get out there, man. What's going on?
Alright, we know what we dealing with here.
Oh my goodness. Keep giving it. I want to get
Who Mike is this?
Set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout.
Ain't no fuck away, bro. And then I call it. I ain't call that timeout. Somebody might call it my.
Oh, dude.
That's the real Slim Shady. All right, come on, let's do it.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20.
Touchdown, man, stop playing.
All the way down to the 3. A big play there on the first play of the game. 78 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run it with Kamara.
Wow.
And this will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Kamara trying again.
Get in there.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Breeze now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up.
You know what? That's hard to believe right there.
Carr on the coverage there. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think
Bitch-ass
about
play you
going
just
for it?
did.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so
Well,
well should lead you to the
knockdown.
decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood. There to make the grab.
Go.
And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and
go.
make this happen.
That's
Pick
it, man.
it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He's got a first down of inside midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Smith. That's good for the Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
This shit, bro.
Nick Boyle, 27
That
yards.
was some EA Sports ass bullshit.
Here in this first quarter. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it's still
I ain't doing that shit no more. I ain't doing that shit no more.
Fast
But I did
and
learn
furious.
I learned something from you, though.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored.
I already knew that,
7-7
really,
here
but-
as the kicks away.
All right, look. You live by it, you die by it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
Come on,
Pressure
bro.
gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
Big ass
It's
defense.
2nd and 21. There's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
Let's go.
Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening
Yeah, you
quarter
was
of
there
this
too. I
game.
was surprised you
And
ain't
the
grab it.
Saints have taken the
That shit
lead.
crazy.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
That's
It's
called
been a
redemption,
wild
boy.
start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And
I ain't tried to do that, but it's all
the
good.
long touchdown that we see in this one. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Yeah, I get it now.
So they elect to decline
Get
it.
it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
All right.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson forced out to his left. They'll let this go for the end
That somebody
zone.
was on him. Oh
This is
my
caught.
God.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Keith Brown, 42 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Yeah, hey. I don't know nothing about that.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are
I
tied
know that's what I'm
at
saying.
14.
Shit, I always be smoking by myself.
Boy, tie game, first
Ugh.
quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick.
Did he get me?
This one tied at 14 now
Probably
as he
not.
sends
Give me that
this
shit.
one away. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful
What's
there on the
going on,
onside
bro?
kick try. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about.
All right, bro, you right, bro. I'm done playing with you, bro.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be heavily intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Wow!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Got him.
Now Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Wow.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
But it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down, there wasn't a big run back associated with it. Really, this kind of works like a punt.
Good shit,
it's not
bro.
an altogether bad result.
Good job. Good shit, Pop.
Now it's Jackson.
I was not about to
It's
fucking
complete
kick
to
the
Snead.
field goal, bro.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Wow, that's the best time to stop you, too. If we can stop that 2 points away from our game.
All fucking game, bro.
Good shit, Pop.
Pass the 20. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That's really the only thing, bro. We couldn't really stop Lamar.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That motherfucker stopped. To literally win the game, he stopped.
Oh, yeah.
I went for the 2-point conversion. I went from the tie the game to being 0-2.
I knew he wasn't going to do that.
Now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try to discourage them from
Man's team
And that
able
cat
to
said
rein
that
this
in
one
other
in.
weekends,
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter.
Hey, I ain't
Not
gonna lie,
sure I
though.
completely see the
What
logic
you in
there.
It's not bad, is it? You almost have to go deeper.
Smoking that weed.
If we've tried to work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they look like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried.
Damn, boy, I had
They
two
just didn't get it done.
close to us going back to back.
Just shy of midfield. Breeze.
Kick return to one that fucked me, though.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. This offense converting once
you got your
already
mind,
in this
bro.
first quarter. They're going to try it again here.
You got your mind, bro.
So here we go on fourth down to Breeze. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Again, it's Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now Breeze finding Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Keith Kirkwood. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
You played a good game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
You got me slipping.
And that'll carry over the back zone for a touchdown.
You about to play with your other boy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this across midfield.
I know, I went to use it, that boy.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult.
The ball was already in the air. Boy, wasn't no beating me. I was already there. I beat you there.
And get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
57, Mike, 57.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints.
Have my
Cook
cheek.
with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but
showing your hand.
coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Throwing on second and long. Jackson.
And that was just absolute perfect.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Buying time to his left. Snead's got it. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bridgewater now. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. Throwing now is Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson being chased out left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They toss to Ingram. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Ready. Yellow lady.
On play action, it's Breeze. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. On first down, Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Breeze going to throw. Caught here by Griffin.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Breeze now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
They're going to lose by a point.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tomodaw Peko racks up the sack. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Breeze now to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in, Frank. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 46 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A.J. Klein. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 41 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, his second sack of the night. And third and long, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Who are you talking about?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He finds Rollins complete.
I was there, man.
Just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their
I was right there.
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot.
A 28-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
You tell me. Whatever you give me. You tell me.
Back to throw, Breeze.
Ain't no
this is
way.
going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You about to win shit, boy.
The Raven offense
going to
set at the
overtime.
line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater.
Get that ball, man.
Get to overtime and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime.
Bro, what you doing? That wasn't me, man. What you doing?
Because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
I don't need you to pause
you
it for
can't
me.
do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ginn.
Overtime.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game.
Man, I'm about
if they
to
kick
pitch
a
you
field
away.
goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Well,
Not
they
at all,
went with
boy.
the ultimate element of surprise there. Trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise. How about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with. And to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, That is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. First throw of overtime for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll run. This is Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. To throw is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take
Gangster,
it
boy.
into the end zone for the
Good game.
6th touchdown.
That was funny, though.
We got to see it
Good
making
game.
extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole
I
thing
thought you was,
palatable.
I just
I
want
thought you was about to be running with Lamar.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much
Yeah, you
fun
might as
was
well.
that? We had that type of a game where we got us
Yeah, I
to
see. You ain't
overtime,
wanna fuck with
and then we
that.
get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a
That was a
game.
good one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore,
Right.
good night, everybody.
Yeah, I done seen it all. Ah, cause your L2 stuck. Your L2 gets stuck. Okay. I'm about to get on there too. Yeah, you a loser.